Hi there, everyone. It is LaShawn Williamson with Total Life Changes. Hope you are having a great day. Just stopping by real quick to talk to you about the rank advancement in Total Life Changes. Our team is growing by leaps and bounds, and people are saying, so what's next? What's next? So that's what I want to share with you on this brief training on today. So I'm about to share my screen. If you can just bear with me a second here. I'm going to bring up some things for you to take a look at. Okay, so this is a form that you can find at trainingtlcreps.com. And this basically shows the rank elevation. When everyone joins Total Life Changes, you are an affiliate. That means that you've come in with one of our packages and now you are ready to take advantage of the compensation plan of this amazing company. So as an affiliate, basically, you've purchased your package and for 30 days you are active. Okay. At the time of sign up, hopefully you set your auto ship at least 40 points, at least 40 points. That means it could be a order of tea, a NutriBurst, a Strike Up, one product that is of 40-point volume points. Okay. If you have done that, then you are definitely going to make sure that you are active each and every month by having your auto ship in place, and that will run every 30 days for you and make sure that you are always going to get any compensation that you earn through people going through your shop site, or when people sign up with you through your site. You know, we're open 24 hours, 7 days a week on the live web. So that means people can go to your site and sign up to be your business partner. And it's important that you are active, because if not, you won't get your fast start bonuses. So you want to make sure that you're always active. So as an affiliate, you actually can make money two ways. You can make money with the fast start bonus. Anybody who you sign up, you get that 50%, whatever size package they come in. If they come in with 100 points of volume package, you make a $50 fast start bonus. If they come in with a 300 volume package, you make a $150 fast start bonus. If they come in with a 1500 bonus package, that means that that volume will give you a $750 fast start bonus. The other way you can make money is, of course, if anyone goes to your website and shops with you, you'll make 50% off of the volume generated from that product that they purchased. Okay, so instance, if they bought a month supply of tea, that means that you are going to make a $20 commission, because that is 50% of the volume of 40 points with that product. So then the next level is associate. And an associate is a person who actually has received a paycheck from Total Life Changes. So after you receive your first paycheck, you are officially an associate. And of course, you have to still be active with that minimum 40-point auto ship. And then you are binary qualified. When you're binary qualified, that means that you have personally sponsored two people, and one of them is on your left leg of business and the other is on the right leg of business. You are now binary qualified. Okay, so now you qualify to get money from fast start bonuses, retail sales, and binary pay. See, what happens with your two legs of business, one will always have more volume in it than the other. So the one that has the lesser volume in it is going to be the one you're paid off of each and every week. It's called your pay leg. So for instance, if you had 100 points of volume to generate through that pay leg for the week, then you can expect to see an additional $10 in your paycheck, because as an associate, you get paid 10% off of your binary income. Now the next level, which everybody needs to get to this level, everybody, and you can. We have so many directors that are ranking up in our business each and every week. It just amazes me. So this is really a base start to opening up the full compensation plan for you when you hit the level of director. Now, when you hit director, you must have had an 80-point volume auto ship or order to have run before the week that you hit director. Okay, so even if it's in that same week, that order has to process before Thursday midnight. So I would recommend that no later than Wednesday of the week that you feel you're going to be able to run. If you don't already have your auto ship set at 80, and that's really the minimum place that I tell my teammates, definitely set it at 80 at the minimum. Don't do 40 if you're serious about building your business, because things can start moving so fast for you. You'll look up and you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's Wednesday. And I've got, like 1,000 on my left side and 800 on my right. And I'm just a few points away from hitting director. And if they only have a 40-point auto ship, you guys, they most likely won't hit it. So that's why we say go ahead. If you're serious about growing your business, set your auto ship at 80 points. That means you have two products that are going to be coming into your home every 30 days. It could be an order of tea and the NutriBurst. Each one of those are worth 40 points. Just go ahead and make that your auto ship 80 points, okay? Now, when you do hit director, you're going to get fast start bonuses as always, retail bonuses as always. In the binary, you get an increase of pay of 12%. You jump from 10% to 12% off of your binary pay leg. Now, you also are qualified for the fourth way of pay, and that's check matching. So what that means is that you are going to be able to get 50% off of anybody you personally sponsored on your first level when they get a binary check. If they got a binary check of, let's say, $100, because you personally sponsored them, you're going to get $50 in your check. Now that can really get huge, you guys. Just imagine if you don't stop at just 2 people and you bring in 10 people and they're all making maybe $100 in the binary for that week, and you got $50. Okay, you're talking about $500. Hey, that money can add up very quickly. Even more powerful than the first level is the second level. Now you're going to get 10% off of your second level's teammates who get anything in the binary. So that means anybody who you personally brought in and they bring in someone, whatever those people that they brought in make in the binary, in their check, you're going to get 10% off of that second level. You guys, that money can just really blow you away. Then the next elevation of rank is executive director. At executive director, you also have to have a minimum 80-point volume auto ship in place, okay? You have to be binary qualified. Always, always, always make sure you've got someone on your left leg and someone on your right leg that you personally sponsored who is active. Then you have to have 5,000 personal volume, the leg volume on the left and on the right. That's so important. Now here's the elevation of pay for you. You get the binary increase to 14%. That's right, 14% is paid off of your pay leg. Now for check matching, it's still 50% on your first level, but you jump up to 20% on your second level. Somebody get happy about that. You've jumped from 10% now to 20% on your second level. Now you guys, we're gonna move on up to regional. I am so excited about that regional level. Regional director, you have to have a 120-point auto ship in place and be binary qualified. Now, this is why you'll hear people say when you get into business, if you're very serious about elevating with Total Life Changes, go on and set your auto ship at 120 and just forget it, because you know that that's the highest that your auto ship will ever have to be. That means you've got 3 products that you are personally going to use each and every month. It could be your order of tea, your NutriBurst. In my household, it's that Strike Up for my husband. So it can be any 3 products that as long as they're 40 points worth of volume. And you guys, now to be a regional, you must have one personally sponsored active executive director, and you have to have 10,000 points of volume on your left and 10,000 points of volume on your right. You get the fast start retail binary pay increase now goes to 17%. 17% in your binary. That is powerful. Then the check matching, you guys, is 50% for first. But look at here, you jump up to 30% on your second level. And that is really, really exciting, you guys. It just keeps growing and growing. Then you're going to national. And you know we have 5 ways of pay, right? That fifth way of pay is called the lifestyle bonus. When you're a national director, you do have to have a 120-point auto ship in place, must be binary qualified. You have to have one personally sponsored active regional director. And you know, that's what I love about our compensation plan. You don't move up unless you help somebody else move up. So you have to find your replacement, so to speak. And once you do that and you have 20,000 points on the left and 20,000 points on the right, you are a national director, you guys. And in the binary, you get 20% payout on your pay leg. That is awesome. And the check matching is 50% on the first level, but you guys, it is 40% on the second level. That is exciting to me, and I'm sure it is to you too. And then, of course, that lifestyle bonus is paid out when you, as a national director, for 3 consecutive weeks, maintain 20,000 points of volume. Then they just cut you a lifestyle bonus check for the month. That you can do with it what you want. $1,500 is yours for maintaining 3 consecutive weeks at 20,000 points of volume. Now, the next level from national is global. Still 120-point auto ship. Binary qualified is a must, always, always. Then you have to have a minimum of 2 active executive directors, one on each leg. The left leg has to have one, the right leg has to have one. Then you have to have a minimum personally sponsored active national director. Active, national, personal. And then it has to have 50,000 on the left and 50,000 on the right. Now, notice when we talked about the active executive directors, it didn't necessarily say they have to be yours, but they have to be active executive directors, one on the left and one on the right. Okay. And then you're going to get that 20% uh, uh, payout on your binary, and then you get 50% on your first for the check matching. And guys, look at here. At global, you get 50% off your second level too. Now I'm telling you, that is something good right there. You also get the lifestyle bonus if you maintain your volume for 3 consecutive weeks of $50,000 and it's being done. You get that lifestyle bonus of $1,500. Now we're moving on over to ambassador, and at the ambassador level, still 120 auto ship. You have to have 4 active executive directors, 2 in each leg. Doesn't say they have to be personal, but you have to have 4 active executive directors, 2 on each leg. You have to have a minimum of 1 personally sponsored global director and 100,000 volume on the left and on the right. And then you get an increase of your binary payout to 22%, you guys, off the binary. And the check matching is still 50% for first and 50% for second. And you also get that awesome lifestyle bonus of $1,500. And then when you go to the executive ambassador, it's 120 points that is still required for your auto ship. You have to be binary qualified. And you know, when you think about it, you guys, all this money is being made and keeps running through their bank accounts as long as they have 2 people who are active and they have their personal auto ship in place. That's their overhead expense is the auto ship that may only cost them about $154 a month. And the cap that they are making on the binary at this point is $20,000 a week. So do you think you can get used to paying 150, just maybe 150, $154 a month to see that type of income of return coming to your household? I believe so. Then you have 8 active executive directors. You have 4 on each leg, okay? 4 on the left, 4 on the right, who are active executive directors. Then you have to have a minimum 1 personally sponsored ambassador. and 250,000 volume on the left and the right. You get that payout in the binary. It looks like it's 20 here. I'm thinking it's 25. I'm not certain about that. But I tell you that money is it might be 20. Yeah, I think it is because they max out on the binary at 20,000 per week is the most they can make out of the binary. But guys, where the money is really made the most is in the check matching at that point. First level 50%, second levels 50%. Oh my gosh, I just hope you see how lucrative that is. And then of course you still, on top of everything else, when you maintain for 3 consecutive weeks those volumes of 250,000, you get that $1,500 lifestyle bonus. So I'm telling you, the compensation plan is phenomenal here. You see the legend over here for BQ is binary qualified, fast start, FS, lifestyle bonus, LSB, match pay bonus. We call it check matching. Personal leg volume, personally sponsored, and PV is personal volume. So this is a great resource that you can always count on finding if you go to trainingtlcreps.com and just click on getting started in forms, and then that will actually take you to where you can see this. The binary payouts, you guys, there's an estimation of what you can expect to see as an affiliate. Really, it starts as an associate. This is a form I also find at trainingtlcreps.com, and it shows you based on auto ships that this is the amount of monies that are an illustration of what you can expect to see, anywhere from at 10% up to $99 weekly, just out of that one way of pay through the binary. Of course, we get paid, all the other ways. Then at director, at 12%, you're looking at, based on 25 auto ships that are processing that week, $120 to $599 weekly out of that one way of pay. Executive director, 125 auto ships. Then you see 14%, $700 to $13.99 weekly. We're talking about one way of pay. I just want to keep making sure you're getting that. Regional director, 250 auto ships processing at 40 points. You're talking about $1,700 to $3,399. That's 17% there. Then the national marketing director, 500 auto ships processing at 40, 20%. You're looking anywhere from 4,000 to 9,999. Global, 750 auto ships processing that week, 20% off of that, anywhere from 10,000 to 1999, and it goes even higher than that. So I'm telling you, the money is good here with Total Life Changes. This whole form represents one way of pay. And let me tell you something, if you can get your team to see the value of starting their auto ship at 80 and not 40, just imagine how that money doubles in the weekly payouts. If it's at 120, it triples in the payout. And this is just the minimum numbers based on just 40. This is what you can expect to see on an average, having those many auto ships processed. So Total Life Changes is just a great company, and the time is now to take advantage of all of the great opportunities that it offers to us through the 5 ways of pay. You guys, you can have as much success here as you're willing to work for. And one of the key things to remember is that if you are willing to help other people excel and rank up in the organization, it only positions you to even have greater success over here with Total Life Changes. So hope this information was helpful for you. Again, my name is LaShawn Williamson. You can send me a friend request on Facebook if you would like to be a part of my team's personal Facebook page, where we share information that will continue to help you to grow your business successfully. Just send me an inbox message. Would love to help assist you in any way I can. You can always email me at lifechampionswin@gmail.com. That's lifechampionswin@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this was helpful. I would love to see your comments below. Have a great day.